Hello there, my bird brothers and sisters. This is Boston Ripping Rollers. I let the young ones out early this morning before we get the rain and the wind. Right now, it's not so windy. Wow. I mean, my eye and camera coordination ain't too good. I'm trying here, boys. If they were kitting together a little better, they were the other day. It was easy to see the flock together. It's like 28 to 30 birds kitting together, but they're not kitting today. The seagulls were just here, so yeah. Yeah, those are close. I didn't get them either. Well, look like they're coming down. There's still a couple way up there. I don't know if you can see them. I mean, they're way up there. I mean, those are my creamed yellow models and red models. They take it way up. They bring the rest of the birds up. I mean, I don't know why, but every year, those are the ones that do it. I mean, they bring the youngsters. They're the first youngsters that go sky high, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't got a good view of them. Like, I'm in the back of the house on the porch, and you know how it is. When you want to film them, they're flying everywhere but where you can film them. Yeah, I'm really bummed out. I lost my my lace youngsters this year again. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I got rid of the hen, her mother, and mated her to her father, hoping to get youngsters because she produces some youngsters with lab bald heads, some really nice youngsters. And they're up in the air, so there's some lace in the birds up there. But I wanted to get a few laces to have in my kit, but it doesn't seem like it's, well, it's August. I might be able to get a set or two before it gets cold. These birds are up there taking care of some youngsters. The yellows, they have one youngster. I ended up putting the youngster with another pair that had a youngster the same size, so they can start, and I can get another pair of yellows this year in my kit box. What happened is I had 3 sets. I have the first set, but the second set somebody bought right out of the cage, and the third set another person bought, and also with the brown spreads. They got 2 youngsters now. We're not selling for any kind of money. I want to have another pair in my kit. Now, this will be the 8th youngsters because 2 sets left. I gave a pair to a young boy up in Maine, my friend Vinny. He's building beautiful coops up there, and he just wants to keep my rollers in one section of its bird coop. He likes what's going on over here. And there's a few people that want to just keep my birds. They're separating all their birds and just keeping my birds in one breeding section of their coops. And I find that fascinating. I do have great birds. The only thing is that I've been getting a lot of deep birds. Not really good for competition. But I do have all competition rollers. They're all from the big names that won the World Cup numerous years. I'm trying to grab a little of that biker blood. Dear Marino has some labs from his Click Pura Labs that I might be introducing into my birds. Well, I will be introducing it to my birds. I love the lavenders, especially when they have the frosted necks. Frosted neck is like that. Like, see how it's like frosted. The carpet. I can show you that a little better. Yeah, it's got that frosted neck. I got a bunch of lavenders that are getting that frosted neck, and I like that. I mean, but I'm trying to get barless lavenders, like I had back in the day, with no bars at all. And I like the ghost birds. They're like lavender, solid lavender with pearl eyes, white beaks, white toenails. I mean, they're really sharp looking birds. I call them ghosts. I don't know what other people would call them, but they're solid lavenders. I mean, not gray. It's that, see if I can show you. Like that, without the bars and the solid frosted neck. I mean, I really like that color of bird. That's just me, and that's just the way I'm going. Here's that RC cock I bought from Georgia. Nice bird, produced a lot of good youngsters. Well, a lot of youngsters that are giving it hell out there, trying to spin. Here's another one, another lab, but you see the red in the neck, and it might have little bars on it. I'm trying to get that red out and the bars out. Here's one with a little bar, and that's almost solid lab. Might turn into be a solid lab, but I think it's got white flights. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's got the white flights and the white tail. I'd really like to get them solid, but it's work in progress. I'm trying to put 6 to 7 families into a few birds and keep those few birds, and those would be my main birds. And here's another brown spread. It's going through a molt. And another brown spread. They roll really good. So, you know, I think this is a little silver saddle right here. Rick Me saddle. Turner. That comes from Andalusians. I think she's a pretty little bird. I like that little red saddle. Should be up in the air. But I kept one of the youngsters, see how the other youngsters do, and the other red saddle. see how they do up in the air, and just know if the blood's right. I mixed 5 families into these 2 up here. That cock, red hen, they throw red saddles, they throw black bald heads, with red in the wings. Some beautiful youngsters they throw, and that's 5 families together. And I want to see what these youngsters do. Now they're terrific spinners. They do like 35, 40 feet, nice, fast, tight ball. They look like they're just hanging there, they're so fast. That's what I want, that's what I want all my birds to do. And these red checkers do the same thing, but they were pretty deep. Wow. Okay, there's one laying behind there. I was like, wow, was one missing? So, yeah, the models that are doing great, they produced a lot of youngsters. I have 4 of them. This will be the last set for me with the models. They'll go into the big coop for a while till I can separate the cocks and hens. I might hold on to this pair another season, or I might let them go after this round. It's a hard decision because I'm gonna be moving, and plus I got enough red model family and yellow family mixed in my birds. So that might be a pair. That might be going the end of this year. We'll see. The yellows, I think I'm going to keep them 1 more year. The brown spreads 1 more year. A couple of my lavender pairs I might get rid of. Except this pair here, I'm adding Kumaro into my line. And it's going to take me a year or 2, so that hen will be staying for another couple years till I get that in with my bloodline. A Rick Me hen right there. And this white with lab ticks might be staying. Yeah, some of the breeders are going to stay. These ones in here, I might unload and just keep the young birds. I know this one's going to go. He can spin. She's very deep. He's very deep. I figured they had that color in them, so put them together, see if I can get some Andalusians and some more indigos. But they're throwing everything but. So I might get that pair out. I'm gonna keep that Rick Me because they're good performing birds. Rick Me won the World Cup a few years, and I just have very little of the Rick Me in my family. That's why I say it's going to take a while to get all these families into these youngsters here, into these young birds. I'm really trying, but it's not an easy task to get 5 families going into a few of the birds. I mean, it's really 7 that I'm trying to do, and I would like to get a little biker blood in here. So So, you know, just all the top names. I want to just like mix it in and get my breeding stock with all 7 bloodlines in there, and hope the young perform as well as the parents do. Like some of these youngsters here will be going into the breeding stock once I see the quality of the roll, the speed, and all that stuff, you know. I do like light colored birds. Well, I like the reds. I just don't like birds that look like street pigeons. I don't know. Like the blue bar here, this black. You know, they got the black beak. Maybe if you had a white beak, probably be happy about that blue bar. But I still gotta mix the families together. And I might need them down the road just to get the families all together. So it's a process. I know I've been trying to do this for quite a while. I got back into birds 2018, and I purchased the best birds that money can buy. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I picked birds out of the sky and bought some nice breeding stock so that I can get it on here. But, and I cage breed, so I know what's going on. That's the only way I can get my bloodline the way I want it. If I cage breed, like this open breeding, these are all good birds in here. They're all the families that I want to put together. But I don't know who the father. I know who the father is to all those birds. It's him. It's that white cock with 2 youngsters up there that have 4 hens. Now, that saddle made it to her, and he probably would have her too. I don't even know. I think it's a cream cock bird. I think that's him. That's made it to that lace spread. They show those light creams and those gray birds. That's been very nice. I'm gonna hold on to her for another minute anyways, till probably next year. Get some more youngsters and let her go. But Indigo Cock, he's a beauty. He spins really nice. Black hen, last set. And that pair's gonna go. I have a South African hen. I need her for another year or 2 to get some of that South African. I have a little of it in my kit now. I just want to make sure that it's gelling right. She spins unbelievable. I mean, any birds in here, they wouldn't be in here if they didn't spin the way I want. Because that's the blood I need, you know. That's the birds I need that have that fast quality spin that I like. I don't know, you know. I just like them really fast. It looks like a ball coming down. Not all feathers all over the place. A nice tight ball at real fast speed. That can do like 35, 40 feet. That's what I like, you know. I mean, the red models, they'll always be in my family because they spin. They spin. Red models spin. Yellows, cream spin. I mean, everything in here is proven. I got a lot of different families in there still crossing. I got a lot of crosses into the birds I'm breeding right now. I think it would be another 2-3 years for me to be right where I want to be. I really want to be in the World Cup next year to prove these birds out, show people where I'm going with my birds. I didn't do it this year. I was sick. Jimmy Johnson is having a barbecue Sunday. I'm really hoping to get to that barbecue. Jimmy Johnson's a real nice guy, and I enjoy his company. And I heard he has a lot of really nice birds over there. I like to check him out, see the families he has. Erwin Lopez, I'm thinking about getting some of those biker birds off of him. He has some nice lavenders that's been nice. And I'm thinking about purchasing up here. But I don't know. I got some more birds, some lavenders coming from Eddie DeMarino. So I don't know if I'm going to go the biker way or go the Plona way. I already have the Plona. But Eddie says he's got a couple from his click pair of labs, so that's where I got my labs. So I might add a little more of his family to my process. I'll tell you, if I didn't purchase the birds that I purchased, I would probably just stay with the DeMarino birds. But like, I like a lot of color, and Eddie's not into that. He's into breeding those Plonas. He gets a lot of dark birds with black beaks, but he gets a lot of nice lavenders. I mean, nice reds. He's got a lot. He's got the color of the rainbow over there. That's why I'm saying if I didn't purchase some of these birds, I spent a lot of money. I would just stay with Eddie's birds. I'd probably stay with his lavender family because they've been really good. But everything he has over there, I mean, you go over there, buy the guy a cup of coffee, and he'll fly his birds. And he'll tell you all about his birds, how his father knew Mr. Penson and Mr. Stan Plona personally. He knew them personally too. And Eddie doesn't add anything into his bloodline. I mean, it's just pure Plonas. That's where he doesn't got yellows and stuff. I don't know. He just doesn't have that yellow family. You got some beautiful red and whites, some red and white models, some black grizzles, some tigers, some nice blue bot. He's got like I said, like I would have never bought these birds if I was in touch with Eddie earlier in 2018. I tried to get in touch with him, and it took a while because I lost his number. I had to go into the NBRC directory to find a few of his friends. And yeah, I think it was Steve Alden that got in touch with me and let me know that Eddie was still around and he still had birds. And I was so happy to find out that he still had birds. I went over there, grabbed a bunch of birds right away. I mean, you know, Eddie flies the birds. You like to pick them out of the air, for God's sakes. I mean, he's the best. He's the best. And, you know, I didn't have to buy the birds. He gave him to me. He's like, go ahead, pick. I mean, who does that? Who does that? But an old friend, you know. His father was the same way with me, you know. His father was a real nice guy. And Eddie's just like his dad. Same mindset. Cull hard. And pick your best birds for your kit. And cull hard. You gotta cull these birds. If you can't cull, you shouldn't own pigeons. I mean, I'm a strong believer. Cull the birds. If they're not doing what you want, food costs so much money. And why keep a bird if it's not doing nothing, you know? I'm just looking at one of my youngsters. I'm not saying he, I don't even know. I don't think he left the porch yet, this little one. So, you know, but I have no problem taking out birds that don't do nothing for me. And I'm really hard on it, you know? I'm really hard. But if a bird's not doing nothing, why give it to somebody else that will have the problem? I just take it out. I mean, I really do, you know. So, this is Boston Ripping Rollers. Just talking. I got a new puppy. I think I mentioned it. She's a beauty. She's that King Corso Italian Mastiff. My family got it for me as a present. I'll tell you, puppies are tough. A lot of running around, a lot of training. But she's a pretty good girl. We're definitely going to need a way bigger house than this one. She's going to be like having another human in the house. That's how big she's going to be. I mean, she's a little over 3 months. Not that far over 3 months. She was born April 19th or April 20th. And, yeah. She's got a way to go. She's get big every day. We see her. That dog has grown. I mean, we see her every day and we can tell. You know, imagine the people that don't see her every day and say, wow. Yeah, I'm going to shake this thing, see if I can get the youngsters up again. Here they go. Now, the ones that are all flying already, I scare them up every now and then, you know. I don't want them to get too soft sitting around. Here they all come in now. Those were still all flying all that time. They're going to be nice, strong flyers, that's for sure. I fly them every day, rain, wind, fly them every day. So if I have an overflight, a hawk chases them too far, they will come back. They will find their way home. So, now those are the ones that are kitting together. There's like 18, 19 birds that are really staying in formation up there. You know, and these younger ones take them down. The younger ones. So I gotta wait till I'm done breeding, because I only got one big kit box here. And I want to at least have 4 kit boxes. I need a place to break up my cocks and hens. I don't like flying cocks and hens together. Especially, I believe in competition. I don't want these birds trying to mate up in the air while I'm flying them. It only brings them down. So, yeah, I think it's better just fly the hens and fly the cockbirds separately. Because these birds go into breeding mode at like, I don't know, few months old, you know. This is this year's bird right here. This Comero, I got her maybe 3-4 months ago, and I'm using her now as a breeder. You know. Nice bald head. That's from this pair up here. That's got a lot of families in it. It just came in. Nice bird. That bird should have potential. And they're coming in. It's another one of those red models. Wow, was that the hawk? Jesus, I hope I got that on film. But my birds were, yeah, wow. That was the hawk. I just filmed the hawk going by like it was nobody's business. And, yeah. Or maybe they just took off for that. But I thought I seen a hawk in the camera when I was talking to you. I'm like, what the hell was that? But, I don't know. I think it was a pigeon hawk. Small pigeon hawk. These ones didn't flinch though when I seen it. Like, I don't know. But, alright, my bird brothers and sisters, have a safe day. And be good. Boston Ripping Roller signing out.